Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. It's time for the Grown Folks Vibe, honey. I had some login issues. Evidently, Instagram had an update and it logged me out, so I had to find the password, honey. You know we can't remember all these passwords. But come on in, honey, come on in. Call somebody, text somebody, let them know that the Grown Folks Vibe is on and it is time to talk about some good stuff. It's the holiday season. I got a good topic for you all tonight. So come on in, honey. Call a friend, text a friend. I'm trying to find you all some instrumental music to set the vibe for tonight. You know, some of this music is just so corny sounding. Like, I love, traditional Christmas music and I like the mixed in music, but some of these songs have so many words to them. What happened to like a good few verses and then a good hook? And then just keep repeating that. Now they want to talk about everything from when they was born and go all the way back. Y'all come on in. Let somebody know the Grown Folks Vibe is on, honey. We talking about keeping happy in your holiday tonight. So come on in. I got dressed up for y'all. I threw on a little red, holiday red for y'all. Christmas bow. We in the holiday spirit. So come on in. I got some tips for y'all tonight to keep the happy in your holiday. Okay, I'm gonna let this play. Y'all let me know if it's too loud or what. Who we got on the line? Hey, Cedric. Miss Elaine 3565. Welcome to the Grown Folks Vibe. Welcome. Can somebody please call Missionary Cleo Robinson, text her, let her know, and the mother's board that the Grown Folks Vibe is on. Y'all come on in. Welcome. I am Sister Crystal Smith, and I am representing Healing H2O tonight. I'm so happy to be on with you all. We are approaching the holidays quickly, and I have a couple of tips for you all for your holiday season, how to keep that happy in your holiday. There's so much going on with the COVID climate and all the things that were going on with politics and, it's just so much going on right now that we need to make sure that we can keep happy in our holiday, right? So I have a couple tips for you all tonight. I won't keep you long. This is not Bible study, y'all. We're not ready to pull out Bible study. This is the Grown Folks Vibe. Our pastor and First Lady had the vision to allow us to have a platform to be able to discuss grown folks topics, things that happen in real life, in real time. We can get up here and have a free space, a judgment-free zone to be able to talk about all things grown folks on the Grown Folks Vibe, okay? So tonight, I am ready to talk about keeping happy in your holiday. Now, before we start, let me tell you all something interesting that happened to me this week. I want you all to know that I almost fell down the whole staircase. And not that it was funny, it probably would have been funny looking back after the fact, but I'm coming down the steps. I have two vases in my hand. I have a box, and the box is kind of long, so it ends up clipping one of the steps. Then I had on slippers on top of that. You got your little fuzzy slippers on. So the bottom of the slippers aren't like super grip. Honey, that box clipped that thing and I went to sliding down the steps. I dropped the vase. It shattered into a million different pieces. And I just sat there looking. I was like, Lord. And it was like happening in slow motion. I could see myself sliding down the steps and I was like, this is going to really hurt. Like I bumped my arm up. I'm good though, y'all. I'm good. But I could see it happening in slow motion. But I was worried. I thought I was going down. I thought we were going to have a man down. But thank God, the only thing that broke was that vase. So I'm good to go. But I almost fell down the steps. The devil is busy. Hey, missionary, you made it. We so glad you could join us tonight. Welcome to the Grown Folks Vibe. So look, y'all, tonight's topic is keep the happy in your holiday. And so let me tell y'all this story about my mom. Now, y'all know, I know we church folks and everything. And we don't want to lie to the children. But for a few years, we let them believe that there's a Santa, right? I don't have children. What do y'all do? Are y'all letting the children believe that there's Santa? Are you just kind of letting them believe it and not correcting them? Or are y'all telling them that there's no Santa? Because my mama, She was like, no, baby, it's no Santa. Like, crush all my hopes and dreams. It's no Santa. Mommy and daddy go out every year and buy your gifts, and we bring them home and wrap them and put them under the tree. And then when you wake up in the morning, they're under the tree. But those gifts are from mommy and daddy. And I'm like, no, it's not so. You know, we're all in the mall and Santa's sitting over there and all the children and the elves and everybody's gathered around and they're taking pictures. I said, no, mommy, no. Santa is right there. That is Santa right there. And she was like, no, baby. You know, for years, y'all, mama never let me have Santa, okay? So recently, I told that story to one of my girlfriends, and recently she bought me a mug that says, Santa doesn't believe in you either, which I thought was kind of cute, right? So show that mug to my mom. But what are you all doing for the holidays? Are you letting the children believe in Santa? How are y'all feeling about this holiday? They got a whole virtual Santa Claus, y'all, where the city is signing the children up. And I think they do 12 or 15 children a day virtually. And you go in the room for 7 minutes over Zoom. And you tell Santa what you want for 7 minutes. But tonight, I wanted to get a topic that wasn't too intense. You know, there is a heaviness about the atmosphere right now with COVID going on. There's been a lot of loss. There's been a lot of sad times. So I needed a topic that was going to keep us on the path of optimism, on the path of hope, and keeping happy in our holiday. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. A lot of people suffer internally during the holiday. A lot of people are very lonely and depressed and sad during the holiday. And so whether they've lost a loved one, whether they suffer from depression, and some people have SMD. It's called seasonal mood disorder or seasonal mood depression. And it comes about during the winter time because the days are shorter. It gets darker a lot earlier. And it's actually it's a diagnosed condition, seasonal mood disorder. And people suffer from that. So there's a lot of stuff going on top of COVID that people are dealing with for the holidays. So tonight, I'm going to give you all some tips on how to keep the happy in your holiday. Now, these tips are in no order. You don't have to do them in any specific order, but they will help you think of some creative ways and creative things to do other than sitting in the house and just staring in each other's faces. Y'all, we got to get creative. Now, I got a little creative. Y'all know I got a little friend now, right? A little friend. And so last night, I had a whole virtual date with my friend. I dressed up, got cute, and we watched something together on Zoom. And it was pretty cool. You know, we had our little snacks and then we talked and it was pretty cool. So we were going to have to get creative. That's all there is to it during this holiday season. So the first thing I have, first tip, y'all write these down. Require yourself to socialize. So it's so easy to get caught up in the routine. You're working from home. You're at home. You're only going out for the bare necessities, going to the grocery store, whatever it is. You come back, you're at home by yourself or whatever. Require yourself to socialize, whether you get on the phone and go through your contacts and ask who you haven't talked to in a long time and just randomly call them out the blue to check on them. Or if you get on a video call, call some family up and see how they're doing, see how the children are doing. Don't allow yourself to sit there in silence or watching movies. You know, we can binge watch Netflix, whatever. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in that rut of just sitting there and feeling like you have to be alone. Now we have technology that allows us to reach out and touch people that we weren't able to do before. So it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but, you know, reach out, say hello. Sometimes when you reach out and you talk to somebody that you haven't planned to talk to, it makes you feel kind of warm and fuzzy, right? It's kind of like, well, I'm going to just call and check on them and talk a couple minutes, say hello, and you end up being on the phone catching up for over an hour. It's good to play catch up. Don't sit in the house and be sad all alone. Now, let me tell y'all something. Back when I was in college, when I wanted to be sad, I had 2 music choices that just allowed me to just sulk and just wallow in self-pity and be sad. And that was Toni Braxton and Sade. If you know you want to be sad and cry, pull out one of those CDs and you immediately will go to crying. We're not pulling out sad CDs. During this holiday season, Jesus is the reason for the season, and that is something to be excited about. So what we're going to do is socialize. That's our first step. We're going to call up somebody. We're going to text somebody. We're going to do something that allows us to interact with another person live, whether it's getting on and playing Words with Friends. Maybe you'll do a holiday challenge, Words with Friends. Get on and try to socialize with someone, but don't feel like you absolutely have to be there and be alone and be sad. Second tip, give to those in need. So every year during the holiday season, I try to find a way, whatever that way is, to give to someone in need. A lot of times, it's during Thanksgiving, whether you sponsor a family, or Christmas, whether you sponsor a family, whether you go down to the homeless shelter and assist with feeding, whether you go to the dollar store and buy 20 packs of socks and go take socks to the shelter, whatever you decide to do, there's so much fulfillment in being able to give back to others. When I was younger, we had this group called the Youth on a Mission, honey, and we would go to the nursing homes. Sister Lugeni, rest in peace. Oh, I miss her so much. She made up a whole song, y'all. It's like, we are the youth on a mission. We're working for the Lord. We had a job to do. And I can't remember all the words, honey, but we would go in there. We would sing to the people in the nursing home. And after we would talk to them. Sometimes we would take them little goodie bags and stuff like that. After you left, you had such a sense of fulfillment. You felt so good, because sometimes in those nursing homes, they don't have family to come visit them. They don't have anyone. They're there by themselves, watching the same TV episodes, just waiting, and they don't really have anyone that comes to interact with them. And everyone loves the youth. Everyone loves to see children sing. It just makes you feel happy. So as young people going to the nursing home, going to sing and interact with them, giving them hugs, that was a time when we could go outside and actually be social and interact with people. But it just made us feel so good when we left, especially like if somebody somebody was really touched and got emotional or whatever, they were very pleased with seeing us and hanging out with us during that time. So giving back to someone, figuring out a way how to give back during the holiday season. It doesn't have to be anything financial. It can just be your time. And now I'm sure they have virtual platforms set up to be able to do that as well. So explore your options. A lot of things now are going to be done virtually. So we just got to figure out what's out there, what's going on, right? During this holiday season, I want you all to practice seeing the good in people. Now, I know some people, you can be around them and everything that they have to say is something negative. Somebody could come on TV, they got something negative to say about every commercial that comes on. Somebody walks by, they got something negative to say about everybody that walks by. Practice finding the good in someone. Be complimentary. Share a smile with someone. Smiles are absolutely infectious. So if you walk by, I try to share a smile with people every day. But honey, when I was living in Northern Virginia, the people didn't want to smile. They didn't even want to look at you. They just had their head set one way, and they walk into the metro. That metro walk, if you know anything about that, you determine you're just trying to get to work wherever you're going, and you hit that metro walk and go, right? But I do try to, now it's hard to share a smile because everybody's covered up in a mask. But maybe they can see it in my eyes. Maybe they can see it in my body language. Share a smile and try to be positive. Share a compliment with somebody. You never know how that's going to make someone's day. You never know how that makes someone feel. You never know what that person experienced that day or that week. And just your smile or your words of encouragement can help them through that difficult moment. So share a smile. Be positive. Be optimistic. And share some love during the holiday season. Fourth tip for keeping happy in your holiday: don't feel obligated to overdo it with gifts or buy gifts if you're absolutely financially not in a position to do so. A lot of people have been under a lot of financial stress this year. And guess what? The bigger picture is we have a life. We have the gift of life. Gifts and material things right now, what we really need to understand and what we really need to resonate with us is that gifts and material things are not what's important right now. Right now, what is important is the gift of life and the opportunity to live each day in our purpose. That's what's important right now. So if you're not financially able to do anything for anyone, don't feel bad about it, honey. You got 364 more days to plan. You can make up for it next year. So this year, be creative. Maybe you can write a letter to the person and emotionally express how much you love them, and express the memories that you all have shared over the years and things of that nature. So just be creative with what you're doing and write a letter. Maybe you are a creative person. Maybe you're artsy. You can go out, make some earrings, or go out and figure out how to do candles. Or maybe you have an inner artsy person that can come out. Maybe you can go to the Dollar Tree and put some goodie bags together. Now let me tell y'all, that Dollar Tree over on down here in Hampton on it's off of Todd's Lane. That's a good Dollar Tree. It's uber organized. Y'all know I can't stand to go to the Dollar Tree and the Dollar Tree not be organized, because I know people come in there and they rummaging through stuff. But that one is highly organized, and anything you need, you could go right in. Hey, Keenan said y'all bake some cakes. Keenan has started a whole cake baking business, and he is offering his consulting services for a small fee. He can do a virtual cake baking class for you all for a small fee. He's working on putting that together for you all and teach you all how to make some of those good pound cakes. And he had peach pound cakes and fruit cake pound cakes and all the cake you need. Go check out Keenan Dupree, Dupree. He got all the kind of pound cake you need, honey. If you in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Northern Virginia area, he can get you taken care of for a good price. So y'all get creative, honey. Bake somebody a cake. You can go get you a Duncan Hines cake for 99, box cake for 99 cents, and $1.50 cup of icing, and make them a little cake. Throw some confetti up there and wrap a bow on it from the dollar store and say, Merry Christmas, honey. I love you with the love of the Lord. Pierre Richard, I don't know what all these websites are that you posting up here, but I'm going to need you. This is not free advertisement. Can you please exit that? If you're going to post in the comments, can you put some tips up there about how to keep the happy in your holiday? Glory to God. So the next tip we're going to talk about, after we get creative and we write a letter and we make a gift and bake a cake, because we are not going to overextend ourselves financially. Because at the end of the day, after the holidays are gone and everybody has opened up the gifts and you've gone out and spent $200, $300, $500 on sweaters and sweatpants, once you come back, guess what? You got that $500 bill and you don't know how you're going to pay it. And then it's a residual effect of your credit getting jacked up. And 2021 is not off to a good start. So we're going to stick to that $2 cake. Make it, write them a love letter from the bottom of your heart and keep it moving, and plan 364 days to make it up to them next year, okay? So don't overextend yourself during the holiday. We don't want to overburden ourselves with that, okay? Mama said fried pound cake. Mom, no, we not frying no pound cake. Don't you get me tickled up here. Keenan, fried pound cake. Add that to your list, please. So look, tip number 5, y'all. Find refuge in your marriage. Now, honey, we have talked about having spiritual marriage, praise, and worship. You know what that is, y'all. We locked in. Y'all should be having some good married praise and worship by the fireplace, wherever you need it to be, honey. Find refuge in your marriage during the holidays. She could put her cute little elf outfit on, and you can put your little Santa outfit on, and y'all go ahead and fill in the blanks. Glory to God. But find refuge in your marriage during the holidays. You know, during this season, I know a lot of people have had challenges in their marriage because you're home with them every day. You may not be used to it, or it just may be that you're home with them every day and it actually helped. I talked to someone the other day and they said, you know what? I was getting ready to file for divorce, and Corona and being quarantined saved my marriage, because he was boring. He didn't want to go anywhere and do anything, and I was ready to get out the house. I was done with him. But being home with him has allowed me to fall in love with him all over again, and it actually saved my marriage. So that was awesome. I was so happy to hear a positive report about Corona, well, the quarantine, and being able to save a marriage and keep get marriage back to a happy place. So, honey, y'all go have some praise and worship and reconnect Reconnect, reconnect, reconnect. Don't let the enemy drive a wedge between you during this season, during the holiday season. Don't play the blame game. Don't point fingers at one another. Find a way to connect and just be in love and be grateful that you're able to spend the holiday seasons together, happy, healthy, a portion of health, whatever it is, but we're still here. So be grateful and thankful for that, right? Okay, tip number 6, make time for yourself. Now, we talked about this last week when we had our spa day at the spa. You have to take some time for yourself mentally and emotionally. So you have to go out for a ride in the car, step away from the family for a little while. Whatever you do to kind of rejuvenate yourself and regroup, go and find time to do that, okay? Mothers, because you all hold down the fort so much. You're pulled in all different types of directions. I think about my first lady, honey. She got twins and they play basketball and they trying to do this. Then she has an older son and he just graduated from high school. And I mean, just all kinds of stuff. She manages so much. A husband that's a bishop, and now she's helping with the women's department. And now she's doing so many different things. And I'm just like, y'all got a homeschool. I really don't know how y'all are managing. But you all are so awesome. You need to remember that time for yourself is important. You deserve it. You need it, whether it's taking a long bubble bath, whatever it is. Remember, mothers, that you deserve to treat yourself, okay? Choose you. Even if you just say it's 30 minutes, it's 1 hour, choose you for that 1 hour where you're not responding to nobody's questions. I can't iron your clothes. I don't know what happened to your socks. This is my 1 hour. I'm going to take it just for me, okay? So y'all remember to do that. Step number 7, we're moving along quickly. What time is it? We got about 6 minutes. Play holiday music. I love the holiday music, you all, especially if I'm in the store. The other day I was in the store trying to grab a couple of last minute things. Got in the store and they were playing music and I was just dancing and happy. It made me feel good. It made me feel joyful, you know? And I love all the traditional ones, especially if I had my cup of coffee and I got a nice blanket, oh holy night. And, you know, when you really think about the true meaning of Christmas and the holidays and you think about the birth of Christ, it's just a warm feeling that you get. Now, let's talk about the other Christmas songs like Santa Baby and Baby It's Cold Outside. Now, I'm going to do a whole crystal clear convo on that Baby It's Cold Outside. He is so distracted. She trying to go home. She's like, look, my mom, my dad, my sister, everybody's going to be worried about me. It's really starting to snow. I need to go out here and try to catch a cab and get home. And he's like, baby, it's cold outside. Oh, baby, your lips look so nice. Oh, baby, why don't you go put some records on and let me, you know, and she's just so distracted. I'm going to do a whole crystal clear combo on that. We're going to talk about that one because that one got me so tickled. Tip number 8, y'all. We almost there. Tip number 8, create new holiday traditions. Now, we're talking about how to keep the happy in your holiday. So create new traditions. Do you all have any traditions that you all do every year? Drop some traditions down in the comments for me and let me know what y'all doing every year, because my mom and I used to have the best tradition. Every year, she said, Crystal, you can invite one friend and we would get hot chocolate or apple cider, whichever one you wanted, hot apple cider. And I had my one friend over. We would get all the decorations out. We would decorate the tree, turn on Christmas music, turn on Charlie Brown. Are y'all gonna watch Charlie Brown and all the cartoons? My mama was watching Frosty the Snowman the other night, and it was so funny to see those cartoons moving like robots. But all that kind of stuff is so fun. Add those, create new traditions. Y'all let me know what you all do. Bev Bowman says she loves soulful Christian music, and she loves that song. Absolutely, absolutely. I love it too. So y'all drop in the comments and let me know some of what your some of your family traditions are. So that was one that we had, decorating the Christmas tree. I could invite a friend over. We would have cookies and hot chocolate or apple cider, whatever we wanted to do. What about going to see the lights? Most cities have like a city center or area where they allow. Pierre, I just want you to know that you are very distracted and you will be getting blocked after this grown folks vibe. Glory to God. Hey, Brother Chester, welcome. So, creating new traditions. We're going to go see the lights. What about having PJs and pancakes, honey? Have you heard of that tradition? where they have a slumber party. They stay up, watch movies, eat all the food you want till everybody falls asleep in the wee hours of the morning. And then everyone gets up and they eat pancakes and bacon and waffles, all kinds of food the next day. So matching pajamas, however you want to do it, honey, it's your tradition. You could create your own family tradition and make it fun. Y'all can have pillow fights, whatever you want to do. Y'all let me know. Nobody have any holiday traditions up here? Okay, well, we're going to make some holiday traditions this year. I gave y'all a couple of ideas, okay? PJs and pancakes. We can go see the light show in our pajamas if you want to. Take you some hot chocolate, put it in your little mugs that you can put in the car and go see the lights, do a drive-through light show. I know different places have different light shows, so that's something fun to do. Tip number 9, create virtual holiday experiences. Now, all we have now seems like is virtual everything. So what can we do virtually that's fun over the holidays? Well, let me give you all a couple examples because I had to ask Miss Google, and they actually had some pretty good ideas out there. So virtual gingerbread war is what it's called. Virtual gingerbread war. Now, I've never built a gingerbread house, so I'm really interested. Do y'all build gingerbread houses? They make a kit and they ship it to all the people that'll be participating. So the host will have it. If I was to host it, I would have a gingerbread house and I would send the kits out to you all. And basically, it's just a competition on who can build the best gingerbread house. You can have snacks and food and drink. Everybody's on Zoom or whatever platform you choose. Zoom is free, honey. You don't have to pay for it. So you get up there and make the best gingerbread house you can make. What about virtual holiday bingo? Have y'all played holiday bingo? They have different ideas. If your birthday is in December, if you did this, if you did that, all related to the holidays. It was kind of cute. A virtual Secret Santa where you all mail your gifts out and things of that. My sorority sisters, we're kind of doing something like that where we have to get a gift for one of the other sisters. And then we're going to get on the line, as my mom said. We're going to cook. We picked 2 appetizers to cook. And we're going to have a good time fellowshipping and playing catch up because we haven't really had time to catch up. And we normally try to have a holiday gathering, but we can't gather in person. So the next best thing is to do it online. You could do a virtual costume or ugly sweater contest or gathering with your family. You could dress up and do a home photo shoot. So if you have a tree, honey, put a blanket out on the floor and y'all create some holiday memories. Do something goofy. Have some fun, right? So, and then the last thing is play holiday trivia. Now, I got a couple trivia questions for you all. I'm going to see. Now, I want y'all to drop this in the comments. Holiday trivia. Which article of clothing makes Frosty the Snowman come to life? And reading it, I almost gave y'all the answer. I know y'all know that one. And then the second question is, the word Kwanzaa comes from which language? The word Kwanzaa comes from which language? Honey, you can go online and get all types of questions from Google on how to play your trivia. That's exactly right. Thank you, Cedric. His hat, honey, makes him come to life every time. But you can go online and Google different questions and put together some type of trivia or something like that for the family to play something different. If y'all tired of playing Monopoly and Scrabble, y'all play that every time. Let that go, honey, and create something new this year. The last item I have, the last tip that I have for you all is choose. Make the decision to choose happiness. Make the decision to choose optimism. Make the decision to choose hope. Because this holiday season doesn't have to be sad and drab. There may be certain things about the holiday or certain people that you're missing during the holiday. But overall, your overall holiday experience does not have to be sad. It does not have to be lonely. You can make that choice to make this a very happy, optimistic, hopeful, and joyful holiday season. Keeping in mind that Jesus is the reason for the season and that is probably one of the best gifts that we could have ever gotten. So thank you all so much for joining and tuning in to the Grown Folks Vibe. You know, we are here every Thursday at 7:30. The new year is quickly approaching, so we only have one or two more Grown Folks Vibes left in the remainder of the year. So I hope to see you all back next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. You can also join us every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon for our midday meditation. If you just need a word to get through the day, you need some positive words, some inspiration, check out midday meditation at noon. And of course, 9:30 a.m. every Sunday, our dynamic Bishop Chad Carlton will give us a message, a word straight from his heart and from the Lord. So join us. Thank you so much for joining Healing H2O's Grown Folks Vibe. Check us out next week. Until then, have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Be safe and God bless.